Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. This phone call sponsored by GoDaddy.com.
Calls from New York, NY.
Phone call sponsored by GoDaddy.com. This phone call sponsored by GoDaddy. This is Chris. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Sonu.
Hello.
Are you Chris?
I am.
Okay, I was just watching your broadcast, on your site,
Uh-huh.
and I just wanted to see some comments on Windows 7.
Okay, great. What are your thoughts?
I think it's a great upgrade from Windows Vista because the Windows Vista, it had a lot of problems with, like, since I'm a gamer, and had a lot of problems with my games. Like, I have the same system that I had with Vista, and I'm getting like 10 or 15 more frames per second than I had in
Wow.
than in Windows 7.
Wait, you're getting better frames in Windows 7?
Yeah.
I wonder if everybody else is having the same, I guess, upgrade. That's happiness. The more frame rates you can get, or I guess the higher frame rates, the more frames per second you can get. I sounded a little awkward there. Any other things you've noticed about Windows 7 over Vista or XP?
Yeah, it was better than XP. I gotta say that because of the DirectX 11, that did make it a little better. The error system for Windows 7 was better than Windows Vista 2.
Cleaner, you mean? I didn't even notice.
It looked good too, and like the compatibility for Windows Vista and Windows 7 is easier for Windows 7. I get used to Windows 7 way easier than Windows Vista. It took me about like a month just to get used to Windows Vista.
Well, but Vista is a lot like 7, and Vista's closer to 7 than XP is to 7, so maybe Vista kind of broke your fall into 7. Now, have you picked up my Windows 7 ebook?
No, not yet, but I will look for it.
Where do you know where to get it?
I don't know the URL, but I'll go around your site and look for it.
Go.tagjag.com/7. I've got it sitting at the top of geeks.pirillo.com as well as currently on all the posts at chris.pirillo.com. Can't miss it.
And I have a little question.
Yeah.
It's like opinion question.
Okay.
What do you think would be faster, Windows 7 or Ubuntu?
Well, it depends on the task. You know, I mean, it's hard to say which is going to be faster. That's kind of a, I guess, it's a good question, but it just depends on what it is that you're trying to do. Certain things are going to run fast. I mean, if you're asking me if calculator's faster in Ubuntu versus Windows 7, I don't know if I could tell you because I wouldn't have a clue. I mean, you could certainly run speed tests, but you know, what it boils down to really is your choice for an operating system with the software that you want, need, and sometimes even, you know, when it's a choice of Linux, it's almost an ethos question more than a speed question. And, you know, if you want to support the world of open source and the future of open source, then certainly Ubuntu would be the way to go. You're going to run into a certain set of challenges with Ubuntu, which isn't to say that you wouldn't within Windows, but you know, despite the fear, uncertainty, and doubt that Microsoft has kind of thrown in the marketplace, you know, suggesting that you know, 7's better than Ubuntu, it was kind of laughable actually. And I've got to slag on Microsoft's marketing, specifically with the you know, electronic superstores where there's going to be salespeople, you know, selling Windows 7 or certainly PCs with Windows 7 on it. In there, they stated, well, Ubuntu can't run Microsoft Office.
Yeah.
Duh. I mean, it was. You want to talk about really, really, really lame. Some people think that the only way to do any kind of word processing is with Microsoft Word. That is mistruth. I you know, use Open Office all the time. I use Google Docs. I really can't wait for Microsoft to release an online version of Office. Very much looking forward to that.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah, well, because, you know, it's all about, you know, getting to the things you want to get to, using the things you want. And the world no longer needs Windows as much as it needs the internet. Now, just chew on that for a while. Could you live
Yeah.
without the internet?
Can.
Well, could you?
You can, but it's very hard.
That's right. Now, which is going to be more difficult? Living without the internet or living without Windows?
Obviously, Windows.
Really? You think it's more difficult to live without Windows than it is living without the internet?
Yeah, I'll be honest,
Wow.
because
You know, I tell you what, why don't you unplug your machine for about a month? Get back to me.
no,
Get Really? You no, just unplug it from the internet. Go
no,
ahead.
because
We'll see how far you get. When you're ready to Google
Windows
something,
was
you
the first
can't.
operating system. No,
Go ahead, try to Google something when you're not online.
no, you can't do that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. How far are you going to get with a computer that isn't connected to the internet?
Yeah,
You think about that really, really hard. Even gaming. Yeah, certainly. You can do gaming offline. It's not as much fun as playing games online with friends.
yeah.
I'm
Well,
telling you.
I'm not like that good in technology. I'm only like 13. I'm still learning.
Hey, wow. I'm not much older than you. I'm only 36.
Yeah.
13? Oh, God. All right, well, thanks for calling. Good luck with
Okay.
Windows.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.